Can you solve all these Class 10 Science Chapter 14 Sources of Energy questions? Wind power?
Sharp thinking. Airstream is right. SING stands for. Great job. Compressed natural gas is accurate. Wind energy has. Excellent choice. Kinetic energy is right. Ozone layer absorbs. Solid response. UV rays is valid. Biogas is used for. Bravo. All are correct is the answer. Solar energy is dash. Good job. All are correct works well. Wind speeds of winds. Well done. More than 15 Kurabas is right. Gobar gas plant is a. Right again. Biogas plant is valid. Biogas is produced by. Well reasoned. Anaerobic fermentation is correct. Energy from moving air. Correct response. Wind is accurate. Nuclear energy involves. Exactly. Breaking apart an atom makes sense. Solar energy comes from. Right choice. The sun is best. Solar cells are made of. On track, silicon is correct. The country of the wind. You're right. Denmark is correct. Which of these is biogas? Nicely done. Methane is solid. The moving air is cold. Well picked. Wind is correct. What generates wind power? Correct. Wind is spot on. An example of a biofuel is. Valid point. Animal waste is true. Alternative energy is dash. You got it? Renewable green energy fits. What is biofuel made from? Smart move. Plants is accurate answer. Energy from flowing water. Good thinking. Hydropower is right. Lighting in the air is one. Nice selection. Thermal reaction is correct. Who discovered solar cells? Great thinking. Edmund Becquerel is right. It dash heavily now. Strong choice. Is raining is right. What generates solar power? Nice work. The sun fits perfectly. Energy and rays from the sun. You chose solar, correct. As wavelength decreases dash. Excellent. Energy increases is well reasoned. The biomass does not include. Perfect. Nuclear energy is the one. Renewable sources of energy. Clear logic. Both A and B is sound. What are the three fossil fuels? Smart pick. Natural gas, oil, coal is correct. What generates fossil fuels? Correct response. Dead plants and animals is accurate. The main source of energy is. Nice selection. Sun is correct. Everything has thermal energy. Great job. True is accurate. The major component of light G is. Clear logic. Butane is sound. Nuclear power comes from dash. Nicely done. Uranium is solid. Natural gas mainly consists of. Nice work. Methane fits perfectly.
The value of solar constant is
Sharp thinking. 1.4 Cmal is right.
the common name of a biogas is
Excellent choice. Dung gas is right.
Dash act as a nodal industry.
Good job. Petroleum refineries works well.
percentage of methane in biogas.
Valid point. 75 is true. What will it dash by its owner?
Correct.
Be called is spot on.
Chromite is a metallic minerals. Smart pick.
True is correct.
One solar cell can produce voltage.
Strong choice. 0.V is right.
Which one is a renewable energy?
Right again. Solar energy is valid.
I dash the games in the bedroom now.
Excellent. And playing is well reasoned.
Energy from heat inside the earth. On track.
Geothermal is correct.
An ideal source of energy must be.
You're right. All of the above is correct.
There are dash types of minerals.
Exactly. 2 makes sense.
Minerals are renewable resources.
Well picked. False is correct.
Energy from deep within the earth.
Great thinking. Geothermal is right.
We need to do physical activities.
Well done. PESIS energy is right.
The main constituent of biogas is. Right choice. Methane is best. The sun produces energy using dash.
Good thinking. Fusion is right.
Fossil fuel gas moved by pipeline. Perfect.
Natural gas is the one.
Dash is energy in the form of heat. Well reasoned. Thermal energy is correct. What is energy from the sun called? Solid response. Solar energy is valid. Type of coal ideal for domestic use. You got it. Anthracite fits. What is an advantage of hydropower? Smart move. No pollution is accurate answer. Cow dung is popularly known as dash. Bravo. Dung gas is the answer. Identify renewable source of energy. You chose wood. Correct. Uses uranium in dash power station. On track. Nuclear is correct. What generates hydroelectric power?
Exactly. Moving water makes sense.
Petrol is also called as black gold. Correct response. True is accurate. What does wind energy primarily do? Right choice. Pump water is best. She dashed to music now. Nicely done. Isn't listening is solid. Be quiet. The newborn dash. Excellent. Is sleeping is well reasoned.
Coal most easily available in India.
Correct. Bituminous is spot on. The power of a typical solar cell is. Great job. 0.7W is accurate. Is the output energy in solar panels? Right again. Electric energy is valid. Solar energy is energy from the dash. Bravo. Sun is the answer. The wind speed to rotate windmill is.
Sharp thinking. 15 Conubra is right.
Renewable sources will never run out.
You chose true. Correct.
Solar cell converts solar energy into.
Well reasoned. Electrical energy is correct.
I dash English at this time tomorrow.
Smart move. Will be teaching is accurate answer.
She dash novels at the moment.
Great thinking. Is reading is right.
Black rock burned to make electricity.
Smart pick. Coal is correct.
One ethical benefit of nuclear energy. Excellent choice. It doesn't create pollution is right.
Energy from wood, waste, and garbage.
Good job. Biomass works well. Electrical energy can be produced from. You got it? All of the above fits. Which of the following is eco-friendly? Valid point. Biogas plant is true. Natural gas is a dash energy resource. Nice selection. Non-renewable is correct.
Hydropower is a dash energy resource.
Well picked. Renewable is correct.
What are examples of renewable energy?
Solid response. Wind is valid.
What should we do to dash electricity?
Nice work. Save fits perfectly.
What type of energy is biomass energy?
Well done. Sustainable energy is right.
Natural gases is transported mainly by.
Perfect. Pipelines is the one.
What is not a renewable energy source?
Strong choice. Coal is right.
What is a disadvantage of solar energy?
Clear logic. Expensive is sound.
Dash is energy that comes from the sun.
You're right. Solar energy is correct.
Dribbling a basketball is an example of. Good thinking. Kinetic energy is right.
Which is the ultimate source of energy?
Solid response. Sun is valid. Dash is the main source in solar energy.
You're right. Sun is correct.
The fuel used in thermal power plant is?
Nice selection. Fossil fuels is correct.
In thermal power plants, the fuel used is?
Well done. All is right.
The element used to make solar cells is?
Good job. A works well.
What type of rock is coal categorized as?
Excellent choice. Sedimentary is right.
Unit of calorific value of a substance is?
You chose JG. Correct.
What are the two types of energy sources?
Clear logic. Non-renewable and renewable is sound.
Methane is the major component of biogas.
Great job. True is accurate.
What is a disadvantage of using biofuels?
Nice work. Trees chopped down fits perfectly.
Tidal energy is harnessed by constructing.
Great thinking. Dam is right.
Geothermal power is a dash energy resource.
Bravo. Renewable is the answer.
What is a common use of geothermal energy?
Well picked. Heating buildings is correct.
Which energy source does not use turbines?
Good thinking. Solar is right. Wind is an inexhaustible source of energy.
Correct response. True is accurate.
What is the main component of natural gas?
Right again. Methane is valid.
What does clean mean for energy sources?
Well reasoned. Does not create pollution is correct.
The moderator used in a nuclear reactor is
Strong choice. Graphite is right.
which energy source depends on the weather?
Nicely done. Solar is solid.
The main fuel of electricity generation is
Valid point. Fossil fuels is true.
Across which river is the Bokra Dam built?
Smart pick. Sutlej is correct. Renewable energy means we will not run out.
on track. True is correct.
Water is also used to generate electricity.
Sharp thinking. True is right.
What is a major advantage of nuclear fuels? Right choice. Little pollution is best. Which fuel is used in thermal power plants?
Perfect. Fossil fuel is the one. What is a disadvantage of hydroelectricity?
Excellent. Expensive to develop is well reasoned. What is a major disadvantage of wind energy?
Exactly. Dependent on wind speed makes sense. When energy comes from water, we call it dash.
Correct. Hydro energy is spot on. The world's most abundant fossil fuel is coal. Smart move. True is accurate answer.
Which of the following is not a fossil fuel?
You got it. Nuclear fuel fits. Which is an example of renewable energy.
Smart move. A hydropower is accurate answer.
Which two energy sources require open space? Great thinking. Hydropower and wind is right. Where is the windmill situated in Tamil Nadu? Good thinking. Tucson is right. What does natural decay of biomass produces? You got it? Methane fits. Hydroelectric power is electricity created by. Great job. Water is accurate. The major cause of environmental pollution is. On track. Fossil fuels is correct. Which type of coal deposit is found in India?
Sharp thinking. Bituminous is right.
The largest wind energy farm is established in.
Nice work. Kanyakumari fits perfectly. What is the main source of energy in Mindanao? Correct response. Hydropower is accurate. Most of the energy we use originally came from. Correct. The sun is spot on. Greenhouse effect is the main responsibility. Nice selection. Carbon dioxide is correct. Which form of energy leads to least pollution?
You're right. Solar is correct.
Dash is considered an environment-friendly fuel. Well reasoned. Natural gas is correct.
There are dash types of extraction of minerals. Nicely done. 4 is solid. What is an environmental impact of wind energy?
You chose unsightly. Correct. Which energy source is considered the cleanest?
Smart pick. Solar is correct. What is expected to last for another 100 years? Solid response. Fossil fuels is valid. Which type of coal has a higher carbon content? Well done. Anthracite is right. Which is the most productive oil field in India?
Right again. Mumbai High is valid.
Which of the following does not conserve energy?
Exactly. Using night lights makes sense. Dash is the oldest oil-producing state of India.
Good job. Assam works well.
Remember to dash the lights before going to bed.
Excellent choice. Turn off is right. What is the primary component of biomass energy? Valid point. Organic materials is true.
Renewable sources of e-energy are also called as.
Perfect. Both A and B is the one. Which of the following is an example of biomass? Right choice. Food crops is best. Where is the largest coal field in India located? Strong choice. Jeria in Jharkhand is right. Electricity from coal is called as electro-coal. Well picked. False is correct. Which source of energy is the most used in India? Bravo. Coal is the answer. Which is the most popular kitchen fuel in India? Excellent. Low PG is well reasoned. What is the wastage is used to generate biomass?
Clear logic. Cow dung is sound.
The working fluid in ocean thermal power plant is... Smart move. Volatile liquid like ammonia is accurate answer.
Which country has no known mineral deposit in it?
You chose Switzerland, correct? What is geothermal energy primarily derived from? Excellent. Earth's internal heat is well reasoned. My favorite singer will be singing Dash tomorrow. Excellent choice. At this time is right. What is the main source of energy for solar power? Valid point. Sun is true. Which is the clean fuel among the following fuels? Well reasoned. Chig-G is correct. What is a major disadvantage of using natural gas? Nice selection. Requires extensive infrastructure is correct. In a generator, kinetic energy is transformed into. Well done. Electrical energy is right. How is biogas from an anaerobic digester collected? Perfect. In the pipelines is the one. Energy that uses heat from within the earth is Dash. Solid response. Geothermal is valid. Gasoline is produced by refining which fossil fuel? Right choice. Petroleum is best. Which continent is the largest producer of bauxite?
Bravo. Australia is the answer.
Which of the following is more environment friendly? You're right. Burning of charcoal is correct. Give examples of non-conventional sources of energy. Correct response. Nuclear power is accurate. Which state benefits the most from the Hirakud Dam?
Well picked. Odisha is correct. Hydroelectric power produces electricity using dash.
Nicely done. Moving water is solid.
Which type of energy has the highest energy output?
Good job. Nuclear energy works well.
Is the energy generated and stored in the earth?
Great thinking. Geothermal is right.
The energy released during nuclear reactions.
Sharp thinking. Nuclear energy is right.
True or false? Renewable sources will never run out. Smart pick. True is correct.
The act that is responsible for the power of the sun.
Great job. A D is accurate.
Dash. Power is electricity produced by flowing water.
Strong choice. Hydroelectric is right.
In a thermal power station, where is steam produced? On track, boiler is correct. A group of solar cells is called a solar cell panel.
Exactly. True makes sense.
The major ethical liability of using fossil fuels is?
Good thinking. Air pollution is right.
Besides coal and natural gas, another fossil fuel is?
You got it. Petroleum oil fits.
A solar panel is made by combining in an arrangement.
Nice work. Solar cells fits perfectly.
What is the first wind farm in South Africa located?
Correct. Darling is spot on.
Rock from which minerals are mined are known as dash.
Clear logic. Or is it sound?
Which of the following are examples of fossil fuels? Right again?
Coal, oil, natural gas is valid.
Solar cookers are made of wooden planks because it is.
Great thinking. No heat is right.
Thermal energy is the dash energy of moving particles.
Good job. Total kinetic works well.
Where is the tidal power project is working in India?
Well reasoned. Gujarat is correct.
What is crude oil primarily used for in South Africa?
You chose manufacturing petrol and diesel. Correct.
Which form of energy uses water moving through a dam?
Well picked. Hydropower is correct.
Which of the following is a renewable energy source?
Correct. Wind energy is spot.
A solar water heater can't be used to get hot water on.
Exactly. A cloudy day makes sense.
Which energy source is derived from organic materials?
Right again? Biomass is valid.
The most common material used for making solar cell is?
Clear logic. Silicon is sound.
We can protect the environment by using dash of energy.
Valid point. Renewable sources is true.
What type of energy is primarily harnessed from the sun?
Nice work. Solar fits perfectly.
Which energy source is primarily harnessed from the sun?
Great job. Solar is accurate.
What is the primary source of all light energy on Earth?
Bravo. The sun is the answer.
Which energy source uses turbines that spin in open air? You got it. Wind fits.
Dash energy resources include coal, oil, and natural gas.
On track. Non-renewable is correct.
All matter is made up of atoms that are constantly moving.
Good thinking. True is right.
The domestic gas cylinders, such as Indane, contains mainly
Strong choice. Butane is right.
Solar, wind, hydroelectric, geothermal, and biomass are all. Well done. Renewable sources is right.
Which of these used to run turbine in thermal power plant?
Smart move. Coal is accurate answer.
Nam Dash about pollution to his teacher at present.
Excellent. His talking is well reasoned.
What uses the most energy in the American homes each year?
Nicely done. Heating and cooling is solid.
Dash is energy that does not need matter to travel. Light?
You're right. Radiant energy is correct.
The amount of kinetic energy an object has depends on its. Correct response. Mass and speed is accurate.
What is a significant environmental impact of coal mining?
Perfect. Water pollution is the one.
Which of the following is a non-renewable source of energy? Solid response. Fossil fuels is valid.
Which energy source is known for its high carbon footprint?
Smart pick. Coal is correct.
Which continent produces more than half of the world's tin?
Nice selection. Asia is correct.
A quarter of our energy requirements in India is met by Dash.
Excellent choice. Hydro power plant is right. Artificial satellites and space probes are electrified using. Sharp thinking. Solar cell is right.
One day that you can't use a solar water heat to heat water.
Right choice. Cloudy day is best.
Dash is an excellent fuel as it contains up to 75% methane.
Smart pick. Biogas is correct. Which of the following is the source of unreasonable energy?
Smart move. Fossil fuels is accurate answer.
What is the best title for the following? Geothermal solar wind? Perfect. Renewable energy is the one. Energy is the capacity of a physical system to perform work. Well done. True is right. Geothermal energy uses heat from Dash to produce electricity. You're right. The Earth is correct. The sun's energy is collected and converted to usable energy. Good job! Solar works well. Which energy source uses agricultural and forest byproducts?
Clear logic. Biomass is sound.
Which of the following is the source of the energy of the sun?
Correct response. Nuclear power is accurate.
Which renewable resource gets its direct energy from the sun? You chose solar. Correct. Electrical sources can be broken down into three major groups. Good thinking. False is right. The device which converts solar energy to electrical energy is... Exactly. Solar cells make sense.
All of the following types of energy are renewable except Dash.
On track. Nuclear is correct.
Energy transfer when fuel is burnt in a thermal power station.
Nicely done. Chemical dash chore heat is solid. Which of the following categories does tidal energy fall into?
Correct. Hydropower is spot on.
The water that rots in the water is rotten in air without air.
Excellent. Methane is well reasoned.
What are the regions where the molten rocks are trapped called?
You got it. Hotspots fits.
Thermal power plant is used since fuel is burnt to produce dash.
Bravo. Heat energy is the answer.
Which device finally converts wind energy to electrical energy?
Excellent choice. Generator is right.
Which of the following is used for produce biogas from biomass?
Great thinking. Anaerobic treatment is right.
The inner surface of solar cooker is coated with black paint too.
Valid point. Absorb more heat is true.
Renewable energy resources produce less dash than fossil fuels.
Right choice. Pollution is best.
What is a common challenge associated with the use of biofuels?
Right again. Food supply competition is valid.
Coal is burned to heat water so that the dash can turn turbines.
Well picked. Steam is correct.
Which energy source has the least negative environmental impact?
Nice selection. Solar is correct.
Which of the following is not the conventional source of energy?
Nice work. Nuclear energy fits perfectly.
In ancient times, what was the most common source of heat energy?
Ooh. Great job. Wood is accurate.
Non-renewable energy sources are limited and will dash the out soon.
Strong choice. Run is right.
Dead organisms are transformed into petroleum and natural gas in.
Well reasoned. Absence of air is correct.
Hydropower plants convert dash of falling water into electricity.
Solid response. Potential energy is valid.
Bonus. How many pounds of trash can one person throw away in 1 year?
Sharp thinking. 1000 is right.
Which continent is the leading producer of iron ore in the world?
Good job. Europe works well.
Which of the following terms is synonymous with potential energy?
Solid response. Stored energy is valid.
The oil-bearing layer is a porous dash through which oil may flow.
Nice work. Limestone fits perfectly.
The materials which on burning produces heat energy are called as.
Right choice. Fuels is best.
What type of renewable energy comes from building dams on rivers?
Correct. Hydropower is spot on.
Which renewable energy source is dependent on weather conditions?
Great job. Solar is accurate.
What type of renewable energy is generated by harnessing the wind?
You're right. Wind energy is correct.
Which energy is harnessed from molten rocks near volcanic regions?
Exactly. Geothermal makes sense.
A device that utilizes solar energy for cooking purpose is called a.
Smart move. Solar cooker is accurate answer.
Which of the following is not an example of a biomass energy source?
Clear logic. Nuclear energy is sound.
It is the energy converted into electricity by using wind turbines.
Sharp thinking. Wind is right.
Which energy source is generated from the heat from within the Earth?
Excellent choice. Geothermal is right.
What is the primary source of energy for the Earth's climate system?
Well reasoned. Solar energy is correct.
It is the energy that is captured from moving water caused by tides.
Well done. Tidal energy is right.
What is the primary advantage of using wind energy over fossil fuels? On track. Renewable and sustainable is correct.
Which energy sources are non-renewable? You can choose more than one.
Strong choice. Fossil fuels is right.
What sector of the Indian economy consumes most of nation's petroleum?
You chose transportation. Correct.
The minimum speed of wind to maintain the required speed of turbine is.
Good thinking. 15 km/h is right.
All of the following are considered alternative energy sources except.
Great thinking. Coal is right.
Solar cooker is in the inside of the cooker. Because it is.
Right again. Absorb the heat is valid.
What two things are required to turn decaying plant material into coal?
Nice selection. Heat and pressure is correct.
On which of the sources of energy India's energy consumptions depends?
Smart pick. Fossil fuels is correct.
This system is assembled in a series of solar cells to gain more energy.
Bravo. Solar list is the answer.
Which continent is the largest producer of diamonds, golds, and platinum?
You got it. Africa fits.
What is added to domestic gas cylinders to detect leakage through smell?
Correct response. Ethyl mercaptan is accurate.
Dash is a renewable organic material that comes from plants and animals.
Valid point. Biomass is true.
One solar cell's quantity of electricity that can produce.
Excellent. 0.7W is well reasoned.
The source of energy that is possible for energy is called the source of.
Perfect. Renewable energy sources is the one.
What type of energy transformation occurs in a hydroelectric power plant?
Well picked. Kinetic to electrical is correct.
What is the primary environmental concern associated with nuclear energy? Nicely done. Radioactive waste is solid.
The portion of the electromagnetic spectrum that humans can see is called. Correct response. Visible light is accurate.
The gradual increase in the temperature of the atmosphere is known as dash.
Nice selection. Global warming is correct.
In Kudankulam nuclear power plant, we produce the electricity level is dash.
Good thinking. 2000 Madabas is right.
Which is an organic matter produced by plants in direct or indirect forms?
You got it. Biofuel fits.
Using the heat from the earth to generate electricity would be called dash.
Strong choice. Geothermal is right.
One nucleus of heavy atoms split into two or more tiny nucleus are called dash.
Valid point. Nuclear fission is true.
Dash is the ability to do work by movement of electric charge.
Smart pick. Electrical energy is correct.
Which of the following is a common method for harnessing geothermal energy?
Well done. Heat pumps is right.
Energy from any material that comes from plants of dead organisms is called.
Right again. Biomass is valid.
The material used for interconnection the solar cells in the solar panel is.
Clear logic. Silver is sound.
It utilizes solar radiation. It converts it into useful heat or electricity.
Perfect. Solar is the one.
Which energy source produces the least amount of carbon dioxide when burned?
Good job. Natural gas works well.
Which is a primary energy source used by power plants to generate electricity?
Excellent. Coal is well reasoned.
The exploitation of dash as a sources of energy made the Industrial Revolution.
Well reasoned. Coal is correct.
Which energy source is best for a city that has a limited amount of open space?
You're right. Natural gas is correct.
These fuels are made from living things such as leaves, food wastes, and manure.
Exactly. Biomass fuels make sense.
In power plants for generating electricity, the sources of energy used mostly are.
Solid response. Fossil fuels is valid.
The power plant which converts potential energy of falling water into electricity.
Great job. Hydropower plant is accurate.
Reservoirs associated with dams can be used for irrigation as well as recreation.
Sharp thinking. True is right.
The rise of seawater during high tide is caused by the gravitational pull of the.
Nicely done. Moon is solid. Global warming focuses on an increase in the level of which gas in the atmosphere. Nice work. Carbon dioxide fits perfectly. Name the type of power station. Chemical dash cho heat dash cho kinetic dash cho electrical.
Correct.
Thermal power station is spot on.
What do you call a device that transforms mechanical energy into electrical energy?
You chose electrical generator. Correct. Is the energy that is stored in the bonds between atoms. Well picked. Chemical energy is correct. Dash is an energy resource that will not run out in the next several hundred years. Right choice. Renewable energy resource is best. Energy resources which naturally renew or replenish themselves over a period of time.
Great thinking. Renewable resources is right.
In addition to fossil fuel, another example of a non-renewable energy source is dash.
Smart move. Nuclear energy is accurate answer.
Uranium atoms are split to create a tremendous amount of heat in a dash power plant.
Excellent choice. Nuclear is right.
Solar energy, the universal source of energy. It is converted into chemical energy by.
Bravo. Green plants is the answer.
In order to make efficient solar cooker, the cover of the cooker box should be made of.
On track. Transparent glass is correct.
How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format?
Correct response. Contact Narayan Chengder on Facebook is accurate.